Good Tuesday morning. I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the 29 News Digital Desk with the Morning Rush. Let's start things off this morning, as we always do, with our top local headlines. A decision will soon be made on renovations to Albemarle Charlottesville Regional Jail. Last night there was another public hearing on the three options. The most expensive would cost more than $70 million with interest. The jail superintendent says the building needs to be maintained, but some argue that money would be better spent elsewhere in the community, like on mental health. Another community forum is set for February 29th. That will be at the Carver Rec Center. Police can no longer send out blanket requests for video from Ring doorbell cameras through the app. However, they can still ask for it door to door with a search warrant if need be. Charlottesville's chief of police says his agency relies on these doorbell camera videos to help solve crimes. The change was made amid concerns among privacy advocates. Albemarle Police Detective Garrett Moore says the change will delay investigations. Charlottesville and Albemarle County Public Schools will be getting less money from the state after a change to the method the state uses to dish out money. It's not required to provide as much financial help. Virginia gives out money to public schools based on a formula called the Local Composite Index. This is based on factors such as property value, average income, and student population. Both districts say this method leaves out other crucial considerations, cutting their funding short. And the time to register your children for summer camp programs is right now. Charlottesville Parks and Recreation registration started yesterday. This is for children ages 5 through 12. Charlottesville says children who attend will participate in enrichment clubs, sports, arts and crafts, nature, science, and more. The summer camp program is set for June 17th through July 26th. I know it seems like a long time away now, but it'll be here before we know it.
It will be here before you know it. That's true. Time. And speaking of time, part-time jobs, Gen Z is bringing the part-time job back. I didn't realize, but a lot of teens were not the millennials. They didn't have a lot of them just didn't work. They didn't do the part-time thing. Well, now this new generation they're joining the workforce. This is kind of shows you the dip over the years. So it was, in 04 was an all-time, 44% of 16 to 19-year-olds had some sort of part-time job, and then a decline, and then it's kind of gone up and then dropped in 2020, and now it's back up to 37%.
I wonder what caused that dip to begin with.
Yeah, I guess some sort of generational thing. They just weren't working, and now they're back to going, which is great because, especially in like restaurant industries and those services that we need more workers. So, and this is kind of an interesting look at by teen employment by generation. So you got the boomers, 50%, then millennials.
Yeah, it
really
looks like
dropped.
Millennials definitely is where the drop happened.
Yeah, what? Guess they didn't want to work.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And then Zoomers, as I guess we're calling them now.
Is that what they are? I know,
Zoomers.
That's new to me.
Gen Z.
Gen Z. Yeah, the Zoomers. So kind of just interesting of like, where things are. But millennials, they were not doing it.
Not doing it.
Did not want to work. All right, so I don't know, have you ever been on an interstate and seen kind of like those witty signs like, visiting in-laws, slow down, get there late, buckle up, windshields hurt, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So now, evidently, the federal government is banning those funny electronic messages on highways. So over the course of the next year or so, those will be phased out. You won't be seeing those anymore. And a lot of the reason why is because they just thought some of them were confusing to people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, here's some more.
I'm glad this was a top priority.
I know.
To get rid of something that gave people some humor.
Yeah, right. So,
But,
I always appreciated those funny signs.
Yeah, I feel like Virginia really goes all out with those signs, right? So,
it's
well.
going to be a thing of the past.
Your roadside chuckles will soon be a thing of the past.
Yeah. And then finally, so in African penguins, they were at risk of extinction. And 10 have hatched at the California Academy of Sciences this past year. And take a look.
Aww.
Isn't that adorable?
That's so cute.
Yeah. So they're native to South African coast.
Yeah.
And up the west coast of what is that word?
Namibia?
Namibia?
Namibia, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah.
was
Oh,
a
I see it now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't even know what you were
Namibia.
referring to. Okay. I was like, what is she trying to say? Okay, Namibia. So that's. But you wouldn't associate, I guess, penguins with that region
No.
of the world.
Right.
But that's cute that they're coming back, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess only 9,000 breeding pairs remain in the wild.
Yeah.
So they've had a sharp decline. There used to be at least 1 million pairs,
Yeah.
but a century ago. But anyway, this is adorable, though. I thought that was really cute.
It is.
Who doesn't like penguins?
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at our Doppler radar on this Tuesday morning. You can see there is snow to the north of us in northern Virginia right now. All rain for us, and that rain is starting to move out of the area. Look at out over New York and New England. They're definitely getting a big snowstorm today. So if you have any travel plans to head that way, or if you know anybody, give them a heads up. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday out there, a great Tuesday, and we'll see you again on 29 News at noon. And we're always live, of course, on the 29 News app.